Welcome to the Garage Door Heroes podcast. I am your host, Robb Leishman, founder of Legit 5 Garage Door Marketing, and this is the place where garage door dealers become true heroes in their markets and businesses. In each episode, I bring you proven strategies, insider stories, and conversations with industry leaders to help you grow your company, lead your team with confidence, and create the freedom you've been looking for. Because in this business, it's not just about fixing doors, it's about building lives, families, and legacies. Let's get started. All right. Hey, thank you everybody for tuning in to today, the episode 27 of the Garage Door Heroes podcast. I want to thank everybody that's joining us. Today I have a very special guest, and we got a great story in store for us today. David Miller. David Miller is kind of unique. Dude, thank you so much for coming on with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
David's unique.
Thanks for having me.
He's got a story unlike everyone else's. He does. I want you to hear this. It won't be long. But David is a solid stand-up individual who's made it in the garage door industry, and I love his story. I'm so grateful. Dave, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Right on. I don't want to steal David's thunder, so I'm not going to try and tell his story. I know quite a bit about it. I mean, we kind of got him started in his own garage door business. We started together, and so I know a little bit about that. But I want him to be able to tell it. So David, tell us what made you interested in starting a garage door business. This is probably a year ago now.
Yeah, so it's almost 2 years now. I'll jump in and. Crazy story. So I did window washing when the window washing phase hit. I was always, a really ambitious young man. I'm only 22 right now. So I started the company when I was 20, but I was doing window washing. I hated knocking doors. I hated it. I'd go up to someone's house. I'd knock on the door. Nobody wanted to talk to me. I had to convince people that they needed a service, and then I had to deliver on that service. And, like many other people in my generation, I was scrolling on my phone. I see this one guy. I'm making $2,000 in 10 minutes. Garage doors. It's the thing. I was like, man, this is the dumbest thing ever. I was like, this looks stupid. And I kept seeing him pop up. He was like, I got a class. Join my class. But he also had this feature. It was like, call me for $20. I was like, $20, whatever. I'll call him. So I call him up. And, I'm a mechanic. I race a lot of cars. I do a bunch of drifting, but I didn't want to go into that field just because I didn't want to hate doing it. So I'm very good with my hands. So I called this guy up. He's like, dude, garage doors is the deal. It's the thing. Join my class. He convinced me. I was like, you know what? Sure, I'll give it a try. It was like $100 a month. I try it out. It has little to no info on how to fix garage doors. I was going to people. I felt bad. I started my business, got my LLC together. I would go out to somebody's house and put 2 right wine springs on, and then I wouldn't figure out why the door wouldn't open, kind of thing. I had no idea what I was doing. But every single time I would fail, I feel like God put me in the right place where He would put another challenge ahead of me, one challenge after another. So I would learn how to do a spring change. I'd do 3 spring changes. I would learn how to fix a broken belt, and then I'd get 3 belt jobs. And it was just a slow progression, and I was learning every single part of the trade. And also shout out to all the awesome Facebook groups, because the Facebook groups have been phenomenal. They've helped me so much and taught me how to actually do what I'm trying to do here. But it was really cool because I would grow, and I really learned this trade from the bottom all the way to where I'm at now. Yeah, so I've been in business 2 years. I started with Robb about a year ago. I ran across one of his ads. At this time, I was working in a job doing waterproofing restoration. So I was a construction superintendent, and I was doing garage doors every single night of the week outside of work. And I saw the Legit 5 ad. I was like, I don't know if this is for me, but I kept trying to get approved on Google, and I couldn't get on Google. I kept getting denied. I would hire people on Fiverr. I would hire friends who were marketers. and I just couldn't get on there. I was having a lot of trouble. I saw y'all's ad, and I shot Rob a call, and the price, to be honest, sorry, my phone's slipping. The price of the service seemed a little bit steep. I was terrified. I was like, dang, that's a lot of money. Every single person around me said that is the dumbest decision you'll ever make if you pay someone that much money to be a marketer. But while I was working my day job, I saved all my money up. And I started this business with $0. And I put all of my money that I had working my day job, 100% of it into my first month of marketing,
Oh
taking the leap of
no.
faith.
I did
Taking the
not
leap of
know
faith.
this,
Rob,
guys.
they don't know this.
I
They
don't
don't know this.
advocate emptying your bank account to work with us, but
Yeah.
okay.
Because I'm hungry for this kind of stuff. I love it. I love, chasing after big goals. And I put all my money in, and I was like, I'm gonna watch these guys work. And yeah, that first month it blew up like crazy. So people ask me all the time. It's crazy. All like my family, friends that are around me, they're like, we don't know anyone who's ever had a business in their first year and has an office and a brand new truck or anything like that. And I just tell them every time, it's not me. I just do the work. I got a great marketer who always gets me the jobs. And I'm really not trying to. And us young guys, we say glaze. I'm really not trying to glaze, but I'm just being honest. I tried so long to do marketing on my own, and I was just awful at it. Everything looked corny and terrible. But once I started working with these guys, they blew it up, and yeah, I'm doing great right now, chasing after a bunch of the big companies in the area. So
There we go. I love it. I love it. Man, there's so many things I could just kind of comment on there. Uh, Guys, this is a great story. Anybody that's listening right now, if and David is very capable, but David is an example of if he can do it, you can do it. Not a lot of money to start with and work with, not even a lot of garage door experience to fall back on. And he is making it. It is happening for him.
yeah,
Um,
like I said,
and
it was such a leap of faith to go with you guys, and I was using all the money that I made in my day job to fund my business on the side, and it just exploded like crazy. It took off, and I quit my day job. I'm now full time. I've been full time for 5 or 6 months now, and it's just skyrocketing. So all
right
thanks to
on.
you guys.
Let me ask you this. Let me get
Yeah.
clarification on this. When you started with us, I knew that you were kind of a part-time garage door guy. I feel like it was within a month you turned in your notice to your day job to
I
go
think
full
it
time.
was I think it was 2 months.
Was
Two
it 2
months.
months?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
2 months. I turned in my notice. I was getting, I was working at this time. I was working Sundays. I don't work Sundays anymore, but I was working every single day after work and all day on the weekends, to try and take that leap of faith and leave my day job. And I did, and it paid off. So
So great. So
yeah.
cool. And it's been so fun. We
Yeah.
don't talk, you and I don't talk weekly or anything like that, but when we do talk, I love the just the mood and the tone in your voice. I mean, you're excited, you're pumped. Think good things are happening with your business. And I really just I say this a lot. There's never been a better time to be
Yeah.
in the garage door industry. And I mean that starting today,
Yep.
but the future is absolutely bright. It's bright for David, who's still a new company.
Yep.
Company's 2 years old, but really full-time dedicated garage door service to the residential community is
Yeah.
only 8 or 10 or 11 months old here.
Yep.
But we
Yeah.
got some traction.
With the help of these guys, I've been really taking over the Yelp scene. I'm top ranked 5-star on Yelp right now. And every single time I go to somebody's house, they say, "Oh, why did I pick you? Because you got the best reviews." Because I saw all your reviews on Google, I saw your reviews on Yelp, I saw your reviews on Nextdoor. I remember it's funny because when I first met Rob, at first we were doing a Nextdoor ad, and I said to him, "There's no way I'm going to do a next door ad because my mentor, so I ended up finding a guy to help me learn how to put full doors in, to teach me the ropes the correct way. And I told Rob, I was like, he's the king of next door. I can't get a job off of next door. I can't do it. And Rob was like, you are so wrong. He was like,
Okay.
and then this year I was one of the I was the number one on Nextdoor over my mentor, who's been a one-man show for a long time. Great guy, but it's just so much fun because all these things that I thought could never come into fruition, they have. All of them have. And it's crazy to sit back and see how far I've come. It's just awesome. So
it is exciting. And we, as a team over here, Rob and Tanner and the Jesse, Chelsea, Erica, Zyra, I mean, that our team members love what we're seeing in David Miller and Miller Garage Door. Right. We love to see someone grow and scale. We love to see when someone finally feels like they're getting some traction in their business.
Mm-hmm.
We love it. Your success is our success, but we actually can run on that excitement too. That makes us on our side of this feel very validated and like, oh, it's working. We're doing something for our community, which I think of my community as the garage door industry.
Yeah.
I have customers that are 25 years in the business. I have customers that their business is over 70 years old. And then I've got so many people that are just brand new trying to break in. And I love every stage of this journey, every stage of the game. Everybody can always grow. Everybody can always improve and make it more. And I'm thrilled for you. I'm excited for your future. If we can take a minute, let's kind of deviate from talking about us or me or my team for just a minute. And I want to go back to Miller Garage Door and David. I know that you are a man of pretty convicted faith.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can we talk a little bit about your faith and how that's impacted your business or your success? I want to hear your vision of that, if that's okay. I know we didn't talk about this ahead of time.
I didn't know if you were cool with me talking about it. So first of all, I'll start by saying, I'm a big Christian. I love Jesus Christ so much. That is my guy. That is my best friend. So I always want to treat customers with the same love that he does, that he reveals through his scripture. So I try to go the extra mile with every single customer. I watch a lot of, Tommy Mello, and I watch a lot of other big garage door guys, Pioneer Garage Door, a bunch of these guys in the industry who talk a lot about, flawless, amazing service. And I try to give my customers the same thing, right? How can I be the best? I can set myself up with the best marketing team, I can set myself up with the best attitude, and I can make sure that I have the absolute best service. Now, how do I have the best service? Well, I go the extra mile. Every single door I touch, I'm going to do an inspection. I'm going to do a tune-up. I'm going to look over all the moving parts to make sure that my customers are safe. I'm going to write handwritten thank you notes. See, I'm sharing this. Guys, don't take this. This is something I don't want you guys to take, but I write every single one of my customers handwritten thank you notes, and I give every single one of them a goodie bag. Just trying to go the extra mile and care for people and make sure that they're safe, taken care of, just like Christ would do for me. He's such a big player in my life just because he's made such an impact on me, and because of that, I just want to shine with the same love that he has. How can I serve my customers to the absolute highest standard, and how can I always do right by them even when that's difficult? Even when you accidentally step on the Christmas light in your customer's garage, are you telling them, are you going to say, hey, I'd be happy to take care of this and pay for this. I apologize. I stepped on this light. Like, is that the type of thing you're doing? Or are you, being sneaky and sketchy? Because I hear so many terrible stories about like technicians in people's houses. And it's like, I can't be one of those guys. I got to go the extra mile every single job and provide the absolute best service. So, sorry, I don't know if I'm rambling a little bit, but I'm trying to answer your question.
I love it.
I love it. No, because that is exactly what I was hoping you would say.
Yeah.
Right. Our faith defines in a large way who we are, and
Yeah.
who we are in a large way defines how we conduct ourselves in business,
Yeah.
and how we conduct ourselves in business and in a customer's home
Hmm.
is also in a large way how we will be perceived in our
Yeah.
market.
Hmm.
I mean, when we're transparent and straight up, then all of a sudden our customers are leaving us a better review
Yeah.
on Google or Nextdoor or Yelp, and they are so much more willing to call, in this case you, or call us their
Hmm.
garage door company. They won't call anyone else.
Hmm.
They know that there's some reputation out there of what some people will, some garage door companies, how they conduct themselves.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they're going, no, this guy is absolutely honest, absolutely fair,
Hmm.
transparent. He's not going to hide anything. This is the kind of person I trust enough to come back and come back and come back.
Yeah.
And they will, when they're at their family dinner on Sunday, they're the ones that will refer their siblings and their family, right there.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it spreads, and that reputation gets around. That is fabulous, man. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I want to talk about a little bit. You mentioned that you watch Tommy Mello videos. Tommy is absolutely inspiring. He's a friend
Yeah.
of mine. He's a friend of the show.
Hmm.
So I mean, I just want to take one little minute and give Vertical Track, A1 Garage Door, Tommy Mello, and Vertical Track, Garage Door Freedom a plug.
Yeah.
Those are all part of the same organization. Garage Door Freedom is the association, and they put on a trade show at least, I think, twice a year called Vertical Track.
Mhm.
That is actually May 13th through the 17th in Phoenix. I actually have a code for anyone that wants to attend that. I have a code that you can get into it free. I think it's normally $1,000 to attend. I have been given a special code for my listeners. I would love for you to just reach out. You guys can reach out to us. My email is rob@legit5.com. You guys can find my phone number. You can text us, anything. Just if you want to get that code, I'm happy to send it to you. You can get it in free. But Tommy is inspiring, but there's probably other people that inspire you as well. Have you read any books that kind of help you get grounded, get some direction? I mean, I'm sure the Bible, but
Yeah.
you know,
That's the main one I read.
okay,
But I'm not a huge reader. I wish I had more time. I'm doing jobs all the time. But I do listen to what a lot of different people have to say. Like I said, I listen to a lot of Tommy Mello. I listen to some other service guys as well, not necessarily garage door guys. And I always
okay,
try to talk to like the contractors around me. Like when I see one of my competitors at the gas station, I'm going to pull over and talk to them. And we're gonna talk about customers. We're gonna talk about strategies. We're gonna talk about everything I can really get out of them.
right on.
Just because like there's a local competitor that I stopped the other day. I was checking out his setup, and we were talking about like you know he's with another very reputable company in my area, but how we can go. We were talking about how we can go the extra mile with service, and we were just shooting, like throwing numbers at each other, and it was just kind of a little fun competition kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, since I'm so new in this, I try to take the advice of everybody.
Yeah.
I try to learn as much as I can. I don't want to act like I know it all, because I don't know anywhere close to it all. Um, but I just want to absorb all the knowledge that I can in that sense. Trying to think of an example. Like for example, Rob's taught me a bunch about sales, and other guys have taught me a bunch about like service and how to treat customers. And I see like what other companies in my area are selling for like their parts. So how can I have the highest level of parts that never break and last forever, kind of things. But
That is so awesome. And the difference between where you were a year ago or 2 years ago and now is so drastic, right? The contrast of the things that you think about now versus what you were worried about 2 years ago are so different. Right now
yeah,
you're thinking
yeah,
about how to really optimize and capitalize on the business you have, where before you're going, how am I ever going to be able to quit my job or make
Yeah.
this a full-time adventure?
Yeah.
And now
Looking at scaling,
you know,
looking at hiring employees, getting my final Google certification for ads, and once that's done, it's gonna blow up even more, double,
it will.
triple. So I'm excited.
It will blow up even more. I know earlier we were even talking about maybe doing some branding, some branding work and getting, trucks wrapped and
Yep.
some other designs. I think, this is all part of growing and scaling, which is so, so cool. So exciting.
Yeah, I think that's been my weakness recently. I was running a 2007 Chevy Express, 290,000 miles, and she just quit on me. And every time I showed up to someone's house, I felt like the sketchy guy. At least like my personality would give that initial like punch of, hey, how's it going? But yeah, because of you guys, yeah, I just got a new van, which is awesome, which I'm outfitting right now, and it's gonna be nice to look as professional as I act, if you get what I'm saying.
I love it, dude. I love it. And I hope this has given a lot of inspiration to the listening audience too.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I said, I'm to the person who's saying like, I don't know if this is right for me. As long as you're not in Greensboro, North Carolina, or the surrounding areas, it is definitely for you. It is definitely for you, and it's really going to help you. Seriously, this has totally changed my life in a major way. Like I said, I was always ambitious and I'm very driven. So I'm not going to say I don't put in tons of work alongside of it. I put in 10, 12-hour days uh, most days of the week, but without the leads coming in, I wouldn't be able to do any of that. I wouldn't be able to grow. It would take me 5 times as long. It's funny because all the people that would say that said before, spending that much money is stupid, you're spending too much money on ads and a marketer, they all say you're right. It's funny, my dad, he'll always say, David's made every decision. He's done every single thing I told him not to do, and it's paid off.
Oh no, that's not what every dad wants to have to come back and admit. But
No, he laughs it off. It's funny because he'll always brag to his friends, but it's funny because he's like, yeah, I told him that was a stupid idea. I told him that was a stupid idea, but when he got that marketer, it just went crazy. He says that all the time. So,
oh, that's funny. Well, dude, this is awesome, and you've been on here even longer than we had anticipated. I can't thank you enough. I
yeah,
can't thank you enough. And we are excited for your future.
yeah,
And we get this way about all of our customers, but especially the ones that we help give birth to, right?
yeah,
That we help, like, let's hit the ground, let's get on the ground. And I mean, we get pumped. You just kind of touched on, as long as you're not in Greensboro, North Carolina, which I fully respect and recognize. And just as it's a matter of principle in our business. We don't really overlap markets. That's not something we do. Sometimes we get some that are kind of close, but we do kind of try and keep everybody exclusive in their own market so that we can get them as many leads as possible. But if someone's thinking about, maybe somebody has met with us in the past, or maybe is thinking about calling us, what would you recommend to someone that's thinking about Legit 5 garage door marketing?
I would say, take an inventory of where you're at right now. Are you where you want to be? Probably not. If you're looking up marketing solutions, I wasn't where I wanted to be. I was doing 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 jobs a month, which is terrible. I wanted to be a winner. I wanted to. I see all these guys getting big wins, and I want to be one of them. I'm hungry for that. I'm ready to chase after that. And how do I get there? Well, I hire people that know better than me. I recognize that I don't have all the answers in my life, so I'm going to hire someone who knows what they're doing, who's a pro at this. And that's who Legit 5 was for me. They were the pro. They knew what they were doing. They knew how to do something I didn't know how to do. And because of them, I've achieved a level of success where I wasn't at before. I was doing 4 jobs a month. Now I'm doing 20 jobs a week plus, tons of new door installs, all the guys around me, they're saying, oh, there's not a lot of door work. Oh, there's not a lot of repair work. I don't know why they say that, because I'm swamped. So these guys are just blowing it up for me, and we're not even done with the work. We still got some more stuff to do on the marketing side, and I'm already just trying to keep up. So I would definitely recommend it to you. Like I said, are you happy with where you're at? No? All right. Well, let's start walking in the right direction. Let's take a step. We always say in my church, let's take a step of obedience. Let's be obedient to God. But in the same sense, like, let's take a step. Are you going to be a man of action or a man of words? Are you going to complain that you don't have any work, or are you going to get up and go after it every single day? Are you going to get the marketer that you know is going to have success or not? It's really up to you. We all have free will in this life, but what are you going to do with your life?
Guys, that's awesome, David. Thank you for that endorsement. But guys, even pivot away from that being about me. Think about what David just said on a very deep level. It's a conviction to yourself. It's a conviction to your family. It's a conviction to your God.
My goal for the next 2 years is to grow my business. I haven't even told you guys this, but I'm trying to grow my business to where it's self-running, so that I can start a church plant in the area. So that's like what I'm hungry for. That's what I want to do with my life. I want to grow my business so that it can fund a church, so that that church can help other people. So I don't have to ask people for money to fund it, because I hate that kind of thing. So, that's why I'm here, because I'm chasing after a massive goal like that, and that's what inspires me. And that's the type of thing I love. And because of that, I got to use every single resource I can to just take my game to the next level. Yeah, sorry. I'm just I'm rambling a little bit. My bad.
Well, you're excited. You're excited, and we're all excited.
I get fired up about this kind of stuff.
You should be. You should be. That you don't need to be reserved and humble. You have accomplished some amazing stuff in the last I think 10 or 11 months.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. And I know you need to get going. Thank you so much for jumping on here.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. Sorry, I'm not the perfect guest, but I'm trying my best. I'm just a normal guy, to be honest with you.
Oh, you're awesome. You're great. Really, I'm thrilled that you would even take time to join us. I know you're busy, and I know you've got, we're up against a wall with some plans that you have, for the next couple of months. And we will get into that on the next podcast that you're on when you get back.
Yeah.
And we'll lay that out. But all the listening audience, thank you so much. All you garage door dealers, take what David has talked about. I hope that there's something that we offer in these podcasts that you can implement in your business and make more money with your garage door company. More money, more freedom, and more impact. It's huge. David, thank you very much again.
Thank you, guys.
We're going to let everybody go for now, and we'll see you on the next podcast. Thanks again.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Garage Door Heroes podcast. I'm your host, Robb Leishman. If you got value today, hit subscribe and share this with another garage door hero you know. This show is brought to you by the Legit 5 Garage Door Marketing Team, helping garage door companies grow and dominate their markets. Until next time, keep growing, keep leading, and keep winning.